Hey friend, Lakshya Kukreja here from Lux Audio, and today I'm gonna take you through some Pro Tools tips, tricks, and shortcuts that will make you a Pro Tools ninja. So the first category we look at is navigating around in Pro Tools. So you can use P and colon to move up and down the tracks. And if you wanna move left to right, suppose boundary to boundary, so let's create some clip boundaries here. If you want to move left to right, you can use L and quote to jump from boundary to boundary. Or if you have tab to transient enabled, that you can toggle using Option Command Tab. You can jump from transient to transient using L and quote. So now I'll select all these edits I made and I'll press Command H to heal. You can also use the tab and option tab to jump from boundary to boundary if you are out of tab to transient. And if you have enabled tab to transient, you can jump from transient to transient using tab and option tab. The next category would be zoom. So if your session looks like this, where you're zoomed in horizontally and vertically into your tracks, but you want to fit everything in your screen, you can go Control Option Command up or down to fit everything vertically in your screen, and Option A to fit everything horizontally in your screen. If you want to focus on a selection, you can use the zoom toggle feature, that is E with the keyboard focus on. So you can toggle the zoom in or out, but sometimes you might want to just zoom in horizontally or vertically. So vertically, if you want to zoom in on the selection, you press Control Command up or down. Or if you want to zoom in horizontally, you press Option F. So we know the basic horizontal zoom in and zoom out keys that are R and T, or you could use Command square brackets. But if you want to zoom in to a waveform to make the waveform look bigger, you can do that by adding option with that command. So Command Option square brackets. Now we get to the third category, that is the power of Shift key. So you can solo the selected tracks by pressing Shift S, and you can mute them by pressing Shift M. Now let's get to the plugins. If we have selected a track and we press Shift A, that will bypass all its plugins. And you can toggle them on and off with the same Shift A. You can bypass all your sends with Shift Q. Now sometimes you might be in a situation where you just want to bypass the inserts A to E and not F to J. So you can use Shift 2 to bypass the inserts A to E, or Shift 3 to bypass inserts F to J, and Shift 4 to bypass sends A to E. Now we come to my favorite shortcut. It's such a lifesaver. And we all know what it is. It is Command Z. So if you delete this selection by mistake and you didn't mean to do that, Command Z, it's back. And then you think, oh, actually I did want to do that. So Shift Command Z will redo your last action. And then we have a restoration tip if you want to restore your last selection. Say you made this selection very precisely, and then you mistakenly click outside the selection, and you're like, no! You can get that selection back by pressing Option Command Z. So again, if you make a selection and it's a precise selection and you click somewhere else and lose that selection, you can get that back with Option Command Z. So if you use Pro Tools stock EQ and you do that thing where you boost a frequency and then you sweep around, and when you find that nasty frequency, you notch it out. Once you've found that frequency, you can shift click the gain pot to make that positive value of the boost go to a negative value and be a cut. But if you are having a really hard time looking for a particular frequency, you can press Shift plus Control and then move around the frequency knob to isolate the frequency band. So guys, those were some tips and tricks that will help you build speed using Pro Tools and will result in an efficient workflow. I hope this helped. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, throw me a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for more new exciting content. See ya on the next one.